Back here on the Anglers Extra pregame show, Max Herz ready for the manager's show with Chatham skipper John Schiffner. We're going to give this home opener a second try, Schiff, for this doubleheader against Wareham.
We got weather coming here too. Let's go.
Back-to-back rain cancellations. What have you guys done to stay fresh?
Well, we had a good workout once we found out yesterday's game was postponed, and that's it. I mean, I think a lot of these guys don't mind a little bit of time off. I mean, some of them probably could use more reps, but others are going, yeah, this is okay. Not a bad way to start the season off. It's just, unfortunately, we're going to make a tough run now of 10 games in 7 days. And that, that's going to be taxing on everyone, including me. We'll just have to, but that's what this is part of the preparation process for these guys. That's what they're going to see when they get to minor league baseball. They're going to crank out, 60, 70 games in, 70 days or something like that. So not that we're not that rigorous here, but it's pretty darn close. So it gives them a taste of it. They're going to see what it's like.
Today's scheduled doubleheader, not a result of the rain, part of the original schedule. What do you think of the doubleheader format?
Well, I mean, it's funny. Some of us like them, some of us don't. I happen to like them. I think there should be more, but you get, the franchises don't think they make enough money on doubleheaders. Some of the coaches think it screws up their pitching rotations, and I don't know. I don't mind them. I think that the days off are needed more than ever for some of these guys, but that's my thoughts, and I know, several of the other coaches will just start arguing, yelling, throwing things at me and calling me names, other names they usually call me worse. So I am, always have been and always will be a proponent of the kids being on Cape Cod, that they should have an opportunity to enjoy it a little bit. I know they're here to play baseball, but I was here to play baseball too. And to coin, one of the greatest songs ever, Fall in Love with Old Cape Cod, I did, because I had a chance to do Cape Cod things. We had some time off. And some of these kids will never get an opportunity to enjoy the Cape because there's so many ball games. And some of these guys that I coach against are sitting there going, that's the way it should be, and I'm going, you know what? It's a pretty nice place. I think they should have an opportunity to enjoy it. They've been grinding it since January. Nothing wrong with a beach day every once in a while. Nothing wrong with going out and going fishing or sailing or doing nothing, sleeping on the beach or whatever. I am a big proponent of time off, but it falls on deaf ears in most cases, but I will always stand by that.
Jakob Stephens is your game one starter today, the ace start to finish for Boston College this year. What do you look for from him?
Jake's a real good pitcher. He did a great job for us the short time he was with us last year. He was on a little bit of a tightrope there. But we expect to see a good, he looks terrific, by the way. He's really trimmed himself up. He looks great. He ran into tough games this spring at Boston College, but you know what? He's a good pitcher. He's got good stuff, and, let's run another guy out there and see what he can do.
3 BC Eagles on the roster this year. What's the story behind the Chatham BC connection?
Well, we've always had a great relationship with BC going back to when Pete Hughes was there. And then when Mick took over, and now Michael's there, and it's just always been like, hey, we're going to send some of our best players to Chatham because they get treated well down there, and I will forever be appreciative of that. It's they're quality kids. They know how to play the game of baseball, and we will continue that relationship as long as I'm here.
Even if they aren't necessarily living together, what's the comfort factor like for college teammates on a summer team together?
Well, and especially these guys who have been here. That Mac's been here, Stephens has been here. They know what's going on, so they're great resources for the other players. Just where to go get something to eat, what's the best beach to go to, and just comfort zone. They know one another, so they can meet and help greet and all that stuff. And that's a huge help for us to have guys who have been here, and they can tell the other guys, well, this is the expectations around here. Don't do that because Schiff will get pissed, or that'd be great if you do that, but don't do that. It's great to have veterans around.
Cody Roberts joins the active roster today, catcher from North Carolina. What do you think about the catching trio you're building up?
I think it's one of the best in the league, if not the best in the league. Those are 3 quality. Cody was a freshman All-American last year, as was Fabian, and I know Langeliers is going to be one too. So we're in great shape with catching. I think it's great, and they're already working really well with one another, and I'm excited to watch them. I think all 3 of those guys have a chance to go to the next level. They're pretty good.
Good stuff. One more player I want to ask you about. He was a player for yours in 2002. He's back on the Cape this year. Jamie DAntoni as your hitting coach. What's it been like having him back so far?
Well, he's been great. He hasn't changed a bit. He's still loud. He's still, just you know Jamie's around in a good way, and he's been great with these kids. He's a phenomenal resource. I mean, talk about having a younger guy who's been in the big leagues. And he's played some obviously played all the way through pro ball into the major leagues. He's played in Japan. He can talk anything to these kids about, well, what they're, agents, contracts, endorsements, and let's start getting down to the real stuff. He can talk hitting. Jamie was always a hitting machine when he was here. He really took a knowledge of hitting, and I mean, he is just a tremendous resource for us. And as a coaching staff, we enjoy him. He's a lot of fun, just a big personality, and he gets it, what summer ball is all about. It's been pretty cool. But speaking of former players, I forgot and didn't put it together till he walked in the gate a few minutes ago. Josh Shaw's stepfather, John Seneca, played for me in 1978 when I was the assistant coach in Chatham, and I knew he was there. He was a teammate of the St. John's coach, Eddie Blankmeyer, who was they were both played at Seton Hall. And I totally forgotten. And John walked in. I says, "Oh my God, it's Johnny!" It's just wow. Is baseball a small world? It was great to see him, and we had a lot of fun. We were just reminiscing about some of the guys of the team, and of course, the head coach of that team was Eddie Lyons, who was my baseball mentor, the man who taught me so much about this game, and especially down here. So we were having nice stories about Eddie. We miss him very much.
Schiff, thank you. Good luck at the doubleheader.
And one more shout out. Marianne McDonald, old friend from New Jersey, she's whining and moaning about not getting a shout out because other people do. So there you go, Mary, you got one.
Thanks so much, Schiff. Drew, back up to you.